This is John for the Everyday Fan Sports. Tonight I'm on the beat. I got Cody James. How are you, man?
I'm good, John. Thanks so much for having Cody Country a part of your show.
Well, I'm proud to be in Cody country. I mean, it's the place to be, right?
That's what I keep saying. Everywhere I step foot turns into Cody Countries, whether they like it or not.
Well, one place Cody country is going to be is Highland Park, but we're going to get to that in a few minutes. Just a little bit of background. Um, uh, Through listening to my good friend Mike Pankow of Windy City Slam, I learned that you actually started a little bit late in wrestling. How did
I
that
did.
come to be?
I started in 2019. I've been a lifelong fan my entire life. Oh, sorry, I tried to make it a little brighter in here.
It works.
Um, but I started in 2019. I'm a lifelong fan. I was been a fan since I was a little boy. Watching it with my grandparents Saturday mornings. And then Monday Night Raw came on and started watching that. Figured out what WCW was, started watching that. And just followed it my entire life. And I just did an interview the other day, and when we were talking about it, I felt that if in order to be in this business, you had to be born into this business. You had to be a part of a family that has a legacy in this business, and that's how people got in. I didn't really know about the indies. I didn't know that about the Performance Center or Ohio Valley Wrestling or anything like that. Um, and I started talking to Steve Boz out of Chicago Style Wrestling. I went to one practice. He invited me out to watch, and ever since then, I've just been, you know, hitting the ground running. So 2019, I started. I was 30 years old. So we've been in for 4 years now and just grinding away and doing a lot of things and very blessed for the opportunities that I've had so far.
So who were your guys back then? Who first drew you in?
Oh yeah. So where do we start here? Obviously Macho Man Randy Savage, huge impact to this very day. He's a household favorite in the James household. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart. Those are my guys. When I started watching WCW, Rey Mysterio Jr., Eddie Guerrero. I really like the cruiserweights. I've always been a bigger kid, and then I grew into a bigger guy. And but I always liked what the cruiserweights were doing. I'd always try to imitate that stuff at home, and me and my brother were, roughhousing and stuff like that. And I just thought they were amazing. The stuff that they were doing back then, so ahead of their time.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, those are the people that I would follow back then.
So now
Andre
that
the
you're
Giant,
in,
obviously.
sorry. So now that
Yeah,
you're in the wrestling world, has it changed the way you watch like the WWE or AEW or whatever you watch? Has it changed the way you watch it, knowing like being on the inside?
it really does. I'm still a fan. I'm still an avid fan. If you've watched WrestleMania the last few years, you might have seen my face. I still attend the events, right? Me and my wife are huge fans of it. As far as watching it every single night, because you can watch wrestling every night of the week now. Somewhere there's an outlet somewhere for it. If you can't find wrestling, you're not trying hard. I don't watch it every night. I don't watch it every week. It's not that I don't want to watch it. It's when I'm at home. I'm a father of two. I'm a husband. I have a full-time career job. And I push myself so hard and I give myself the very best and every other opportunity to this business. So I try to turn it off when I'm at home the best I can. When we do watch, it is a little, I am on the inside now. You see more things. But I will put out there the bloodline storyline. I will check in on that and follow what's going on with that all the time. I think it's
Good one.
phenomenal storytelling. I think they're doing a great job with that. I have a lot of friends that have been making appearances in AEW and ROH. So I've been tuning into that programming to follow them, to support them, and um, just have their backs and just watch them grow and enjoy their successes as much as possible.
And I don't know how old your kids are, but are they old enough to know and understand what you do? Have they seen you in action?
Yeah, my daughter's going to be 10 years old in
Oh,
about 3 weeks. My son just turned three, and my daughter definitely understands it more than he does, but she'll watch it. She's a huge Bailey fan, huge Bailey fan, big Mercedes Monet now, Sasha Banks,
sure.
huge fan of hers. And she is the biggest Sky Blue fan. Um, I say it all the time. I'm pretty sure my daughter likes Sky Blue more than she cheers for her own dad, but I'm okay with that because we love Sky. She's an amazing person and human being, and we wish her nothing but the best with what she's doing right now over in AEW. My son, he's starting to catch on to it, man. You ask him who Hulk Hogan is, he hits you with the double bicep. He'll hit you with, he'll do the poses and he's got it down. He'll make us do entrances where we have to announce them, and he'll walk out of the kitchen when we say now introducing August. And it's so much fun to see him learn and grasp that. He's taken it onto it more so than my daughter is, because my daughter's into cheerleading now and she's doing karate, and she's growing up and she's trying to find her own way right now. She doesn't want to watch what dad's watching. So
Sure.
to have my son right now really get into it and watch it. And when my wife will bring him to the shows and he pays attention, he watches it, he has a blast with it. He has my old Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddies from when I was a
Oh,
kid.
cool.
His Warriors sleeps in bed with them every single night. So it's pretty cool to pass that stuff down. And now he was born into a family that's wrestling. So if he chooses to do this one day, he'll have a couple of outlets for him.
So in about 20 years, I might be interviewing him then.
Yeah, right. Maybe we'll be the James tag team if I'm still able to walk straight.
There you go. So, I know you mentioned Sky Blue. She certainly has wrestled a lot on the indie scene in the Chicago area. Did you ever were you able to introduce your daughter to her?
Yeah. So we both came up through Chicago style wrestling. So we wrestled on numerous shows together, and my family, comes to the shows as much as possible. So they've definitely been around her. Um, so yeah, anytime that, they're able to be on a show and if time allows, we're always able to say hi and, spend a couple minutes together. So it's good.
Oh, that's gotta be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know you wrestle a lot of places, but let's focus a little bit on NWA. NWA has got a tremendous history,
Yeah.
legacy. What does it mean for you to be part of that, to be wrestling in that league?
To be a part of it just at, the grassroots that I am now. It's a huge honor. It's legacy. It's the who's who have come through the NWA, right? It's been around 1948, I believe. So everything that it's withstood and what it stands for, it means so much to me. And Billy Corgan, the type of person that he is and the things that he's doing with the NWA right now, and the event for Cooper this Saturday, these are things that he doesn't need to do. He's a world-renowned musician. He doesn't need to be going out there and, putting his name on this type of event. He could just be off on a jet somewhere else, but
Right.
he's making time for the right reasons and putting his assets, and he's using his platform to raise awareness for something that means so much to the people of Highland Park or to the people that enjoy wrestling. Me being from the Chicagoland area, I love this state and every city in it so much. It's home to me. It's home to my family. So when that tragedy happened last year, it crushed us because, it's our home. Something like that shouldn't happen at our home. So yeah, it's a huge honor to be a part of it. And I'm really enjoying the ride, and I can't wait to see what else comes from this ride.
Is it more pressure or more excitement wrestling in front of your hometown fan in the big organization of NWA? More excitement or more pressure to be doing it in your home area?
312, my debut with the NWA, I was ball of nerves. I've wrestled in front of the Chicago crowd numerous occasions, every weekend for the last 4 years. A lot of familiar faces out there, and I was very nervous. But they say if you're not nervous, that means you don't care enough. I still find myself getting nervous going out in front of a CSW crowd or a Northland crowd or All Heels or JWA up in Janesville or Rockford Pro, because I always want to give my best. right? I want to be at the top of my game. I want to give the people that paid their money to see a show, I want to make sure that they feel that they, spent it wisely. And I want to give them more, to where it's, wow, like that's I paid $20 and I got all this. Like, yes, that's what I want to give you. But going out in front of those people at 312 was a packed house, sold out crowd. Opened the show. We were the first match the people saw of the night, and got out there and felt at home, but in gorilla position. I was sweating. I was nervous. I didn't want to shit the bed. And, I like to think that we did what we were supposed to do, so we're coming back.
Well, from all reports, yeah, you absolutely did. And you're right. You're coming back. So obviously they see something in you. They want you back.
Fingers crossed.
Now, I know there's going to be a bunch of matches across the 2 days. Do you know, are you wrestling both days?
I'm not sure about Saturday. I will be in attendance for HP Cares for Cooper. I'm hoping I'll be ready, gear in hand, ready to rock and roll. I am wrestling on Sunday at the live TV tapings, which will be getting us ready for the road to 75 in St. Louis at the end of August. Last time they did TV tapings after 312, I believe it was like 75 matches throughout the entire day. Yeah, so it was a lot of matches, and so I'm very excited. I'm hoping to have a few on Sunday to really be able to put my stamp on and show them that Cody Country belongs.
And you're wrestling singles matches, right?
To my knowledge right now, yes.
Now, you have wrestled in tag teams in the past. Do you have a preference?
I really enjoy singles matches, but I'm a huge fan of tag team wrestling. So when I had the opportunity to go down for the Crockett Cup in North Carolina with the NWA, that was very special to me, just because I grew up with watching great tag teams. The Demolition, the Bushwhackers. My gosh, I'm drawing so many blanks right now for names. Legion of Doom, and the Rockers, and those were huge tag team wrestling. I feel it used to be different in what they say the golden era of wrestling is.
Sure.
Compared to what it is now. I feel like you could tell a phenomenal story when doing wrestling, tag team wrestling correctly. Dax and Cash, FTR, I think they are a prime example of old school tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
I really like them. I follow their stuff now. But me personally, I like to wrestle singles. I feel like it pushes my abilities more. I always have been told that I produce more when I'm under pressure. So when I don't have, 3 other people to rely on to carry me, and it's just me and one other person, that's a lot of pressure. So that's my personal opinion. I love tag team wrestling. I love watching it. The Brothers of Funstruction down at the Crockett Cup this year.
Sure.
Phenomenal. They went further, I think, than anybody thought they would have went for a little bit there. I thought they were going to go all the way.
I have no idea how they wrestle in those shoes.
I have to wrestle those guys in a couple weeks in Rockford. Me and my tag team partner, Chris Miller, CNC Destruction, we're putting our Rockford Damage Inc. tag team titles on the line against them. So I don't know. I hope I'm not tripping over them. I hope they're not kicking me in the face with them. But I am very eager and excited to get in the ring and tango with those guys.
Well, I will put in a plug. Rockford Damage Pro Wrestling is awesome. I've been there several times. They always put on a great show. So that's a fantastic one. I encourage everyone to check that out.
Yes, it's that's a fun one. It's about 45 minutes.
Yeah, easy ride.
North of from me, straight down 90, and it's a family friendly show. It's a little crazy sometimes, but mostly on the family friendly side. But Stevie over there, the owner, he's such a good man. He cares about the business. He cares about this city. He's doing it for his city. He's giving the kids an outlet and the families an outlet to stay away from the streets, stay away from, the negativity out there, and to promote positivity in Rockford. So anybody that wants to do something good for a community, you could count me in. I back that 100%, being a father of 2 myself and a family man, and growing up, with good morals and good beliefs. I'm gonna stand behind that all day.
So what could people expect, for those who haven't seen a Cody James match yet? What could people expect from you in the ring? What kind of style do you have? What's your finisher?
It's definitely gonna be hard hitting, that's for sure. It's not gonna be no ballerina dance in there. I'm gonna, it's gonna be brute, and it's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be action packed. But me being 6'5", 265 pounds, I can move pretty good on my feet for being a big guy. So you might see a little high flying action in there. Definitely quick. So I'm all over the place. Like to consider my style a brawler. But if I need to wrestle, I can wrestle. If I need to run, I can run. If I need to fly, I can fly. So I like to think that I'm kind of all around. I've been an athlete my entire life, and I use that to my advantage when I'm in the ring. My finisher, um, it's a form of the big ending, like Big E does. Everybody gets on and gets a first class ticket right to Cody Country, face first. So look for that. Hopefully, all weekend long, that move wins me a couple matches and gets me on to the next stage.
Well, I'll be there all weekend. I'll be on the beat reporting back for the everyday fan. I can't
Awesome.
wait. Can't wait to see you in action. I'll probably see you if I don't see you in the ring on Saturday. I'll probably see you in the crowd.
Yeah, no, you'll definitely see me, and not knowing that you're going there, I'm even more excited about it because I'll definitely be, I'll be looking for you, and hopefully we have an opportunity to chat a little bit there.
That'd be great, man. Before I let you go, tell everybody where they can find out information about you online.
Absolutely. Twitter, Instagram, Cody_James88. Same handle for both of them. That's where I post everything. Facebook, it's Cody James. Home promotions, CSW Chicago Style Wrestling out of Franklin Park. Northland Pro Wrestling out of Woodstock, Illinois. All Heels Wrestling. You'll find me frequently at Janesville Wrestling Alliance up in Janesville. Recently been in Milwaukee. I am challenging Tyler Sullivan for the heavyweight title, BCW heavyweight title up in Wisconsin, July 17th.
15th.
Is that date? So if you can make it, come up there.
I believe it's July 15th.
July 15th. That might be it. Yes.
I'll be there.
You're going to be there too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So man, we're going to need to get you a Cody Country shirt since you're traveling around with me so much.
I got to represent, man.
There we go. Rockford Damaging. I'll be down there in July as well. Rocket Pro, when they start back up in September, you can see me over there out in Joliet. And then the National Wrestling Alliance, you'll see me there Saturday and Sunday. Saturday for Cooper Care, come out, support, give back to a little boy who had so much taken, and let's just be a little part of his road to recovery and help his family. And Sunday, catch Cody James at the 2 o'clock showing and the 6 o'clock showing for live TV tapings to get us on the road to 75.
Yeah, it's gonna be really an amazing weekend. Saturday, of course, is free, but obviously, please donate to it, people.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful cause. Billy Corgan doing wonderful things in the area and in NWA. He's brought in a bunch of great talent like yourself, doing for the community, doing for little Cooper. And then Sunday, like you said, there's 2 great events. And if you got extra time when you're down there, check out Billy's Madame Zuzu's Tea Shop.
Madame Zuzu, yes.
I hit it for the first time, and I was really impressed. It's a vegan tea shop, and I had a wonderful tuna melt sandwich.
They have this meatball sandwich there.
Yes.
It's so good. If you like meatball sandwiches, oh my goodness, you need to go to Madame Zuzu's. It's right outside Studio One. Go out the back, walk through the alley. It's right there. It's so good. So many good options there. So
just spend the whole weekend in Highland Park. Have a great weekend of wrestling. Yeah. Be in Cody Country. Check out Madame Zuzu's. Check out the NationalWrestlingAlliance.com for all the information. Cody, thank you very much for your time, buddy. I will see you on Saturday.
John, thank you so much, man. Honored to do this, and I cannot wait to see you this weekend.
Sounds good, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, sir. You have a great night.
You too.